block some of these players out. Starzo, I believe, avoided it. Should have his flash online in just a moment. No chance to use it, though. He's already been dropped. The spike moving around the back of elbow, and, well, it's not going to need to be planted at this rate. All of the kills have fallen into their hands. Navi getting the post-round plant, and the turret to watch the walkout of Art, just in case Wolfen goes walkabouts. But instead, the walkabouts are happening on A main, and we've already seen a very successful fight for this squad. 2 players dropped, only the 1 loss on their side, and very little damage done to Koi, so you can be very happy with how this round has developed. Flash still in the arsenal for Starzo, and I think his other one will come up online soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he just pops it for information relative. Well, there you go. Relatively soon, but yeah, he picked the wrong spot.
That was the expectation of whether or not they pushed the place, they just lost the battle, and the fact is, that is exactly what Navi are doing. The timing. Wolfen looked like he had at least seen their dead to rights. It's only going to be the trade, and Zipan is, again, just doing fantastically well. The best player in the first map, and if he can continue that on KO, this could be huge. Back into a 2 versus 2, and Shados has ended the life of 1. Now Saigetsu is all that stands. The first one should go easy, but the trade from Shados.
Play with just the 1 player alive, but he'll take a win at this point, looking to build on it, moving into the next. I do think, you know, the contact from Navi, very interesting response. They see the aggression on A main after waiting the whole round for pushing anywhere, and the response.
To be wary of the heavens, but that is all going to be bypassed, and an afterplant looking fairly likely with a Hunter's Fury online. Nice start at least. That will be 1 for Trex. And that might be one of the luckiest kills I've ever seen. It just spams and a guy runs into it.
Not even the same angle they just got a kill on. Just a wild spray that connects. Navi in a very good spot now with the man advantage to play with. Lockdown of their own. The plant position isn't great for long, but the Hunter's Fury certainly should help out. Angel had that online, ready to go. Trying to cancel out the ultimate. That will be done. And it's left into a 1v2. Starzo does well to pick up some kills in the chaos. The shock dart, though, right on his feet, lighting him up. An Angel.
Circumstance where you find yourself back on the board, you get yourself the 2nd round, and then it's replayed, and because of that, you're now a couple in a deficit. What was a great start to the half now, but lockdown combined as well with that cosmic divide. It doesn't give any space for the players to come back in. Trex, though, has done well, somehow pushing through and finding a kill, but there's many more to go. Combining alongside Shados, this was a round that was looking problematic, but they're up against Xiao again. This time, though, he's got no utility. He's got nothing left to play with, and Shados will execute him as he attempts the swing. Still
being used for the grab well, bought that little bit of extra time, isolated a 1v1 for Xiao. An ultimate that saves the day, but we'd seen that even on the previous map for Koi, where they come in with an ulti ready to roll. Or even a few.
And contact play they had off CNEB will have to wait, and well, wait they have. Destroyed initially. CNEB's just going through. Straight through the utility, into the site. He's desperately low on HP, he's waiting on the edge of the smoke, and almost manages a couple. It doesn't matter. The trades from his teammate, the contact that CNEB creates.
So, look, even if he gets the first kill, there's another player. He knows that the trigger discipline is there at the start.
Nice.
And that is what saves this weapon for the squad. Well handled by Starzo.
It's each this round. it's genuinely such a bleak spot to be in, but this is the trouble. Like, CNED just disrespecting not only a smoke, but there was a fragment on the ground.
For the spike, Sagetsu's gotten real close, and he's been spotted as well. Now that's a problem. They'll look to deal with him, maybe smoking off the further angle, swinging on the flash. He gets 1, 2 even. How is this man still alive? He'll fall eventually, but he did more than enough to get the round in the bag for Navi.
Around that corner, and it's just got to be brutal, because the initial start, okay, it wasn't clean, but it was a 2-for-1 trade, managing to get the orb, get the Seekers, get the info. They know exactly where these players are. They play the post plant with a lockdown. The main thing is timing, though, because this push-up is great, but they now know it's A, because there's a Hunter's Fury on A and one of your teammates dead. You might like the idea of having this fast flank, but Navi aren't going to care. You can't even really get back in, because guess what? Saigetsu's got another lockdown. He's had so many throughout this half, and they just have to wait. Make their way back through. Destroying utility on Art might give a moment of space. Oh, it's tempered. And now they have a chance.
After 6 B plays in a row, these players thought they had it by pushing up B long. Instead, they have to fight their way back in on the other side, and CNED's got them all! It's going to save the round for them. I should have known.
I know that this is something that Angel's now never going to stop hearing until the end of time. But for the love of God, put him on Jet. Just look at how he's been in these last 2 maps. It's just been unbelievable.
They know that he's down below. The flash up and over ain't going to get him much. Not got another to work with either. Now he's just straight up swung on, hoping the double peek from Sugetsu would be enough, but the fights don't go his way. Angel's walking out again. Well, Wolfen's definitely going to need to improve on that performance, but they got the kill. That's all that matters. It's a 4v2, and Navi should have next to no way back through. It's only this guy called CNET. He's grabbed the first. That should be the last one he gets, surely. How much more could one man do? Hot off an ace, swinging into Shados. Oh, his back turn.
Surely not.
He spotted 1, spotted 2. Only one man now unknown. And a lot of damage done. The wall bang's even coming through to try and finish him off. CNET will fall in the end, and okay, it got close.
There's something wrong. I think this mouse is leaning slightly to the left.
I think Trek spilled something on my mouse mat.
That was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
We didn't need this slow mode. That was toxic.
Slow it way down as well. Really rub it in.
They've got the information from CNET. He might not have a gun, but the rest of the players do. Xiao lurking on the edge, but they have wiped them out.
Then they realize Starzo, just now evading.
If he gets a chance, he could just defuse.
He had a chance.
That's the crazy thing about this. That's the one thing that's made me a little bit nervous, is it was so ridiculous.
Kill, Shados runs, gets there in time, they end up losing 2 rifles.
It's a little bit uncomfortable, but I
definitely
guess,
is. They gave him an opportunity.
Yeah, which realistically there was no world he should have even been remotely close. But
inside the smoke, he can right-click this one through. Sugetsu's trying to bait them into a further fight, into swinging deeper, so Zipan can double up with him and take this fight. A flash from the attackers, but Koyer not able to capitalize. In fact, it's CNET's operator that's coming through for 2. Zipan matching that donation.
And that gives enough time for Charles Ned to rotate back in with an operator and get 2 kills. That's just disgusting, right? He just picked Wolfen out of the sky, but again,
sneaking his way through now. Starzo makes some noise in the spawn. Makolda down, still being spotted for. The patience of Navi being rewarded time and time again. Another trade on the site as they get ever closer to starting this defuse. Starzo, though, although they knew where he was, dealing with him seems to be another story. It's now just down to him on the flash up top, but they're defusing it right under his nose. He's got to run it down, and Xiao's protecting just about in the nick of time. Navi get away with it.
Pick his moments, even when everything else went wrong. Their flank failed, their initial aggression failed, but somehow they managed to make it look competitive down to the second.
If it'll be enough, he's just about snuck past the turret and knows that Coldamenda can be taken down for free. That's 1 more kill, 1 more angle, and a wall bang on a Shados. Things are getting scary for Koi fans with Sugetsu on his 3rd, and a last-ditch effort from Trex. A headshot delivered, halfway defused. Sugetsu 1 kill away, but not today. Trex for the triple. Koyer still alive.
The turret came online 0.2 of a second too late to catch him. The fact that Sugetsu gets one of the most BS wallbangs I've ever seen. And the late rotation from Trex to win out that round in the clutch.
It was an ace that he walked out of the round with. So no counting them out just yet, and already he's up to his first. Trex taken out. Utility, not really in play. A few bits here and there. A star for Xiao, and well, he's a shining star taking that first. CNET on the follow-up. The numbers now down to even. The defuse tap should bait them out into the open. Seekers played. And the spray, good! CNET, not again! Surely! The flash there, the cloudburst buying space, but Starzo gets the kill, and the defuse wasn't being stuck. Time now surely too low. 45 HP. Starzo has to be careful, but he's bought all the time he needs. The round is his. And Koi cling on to life 1 more time.
Jet is just going to take over. Starzo this time weathers the storm. Shuts him down before it got too dangerous, I guess, before they closed out the map. And again, this climb continues now. As said, yesterday,
force the A site. Does CNET even need reinforcements? Does he even need help? He snuck past them, dash back to site. Now there's a player there that he's catching in the back. Wolfen bested by CNET this time around. Another shot in the dark. He's a devil for it. He's somehow still alive before losing out on that. Zipan falling. Ult there, maybe he can be revived, maybe not.
It's gonna be easier said than done. Oh. for Angel. It's not going to connect, but it has delayed at least a little bit. Starzo is going for the double flank now. It could win them the round, or it might just cost them. It looks like he's going to get it done, though. And set this man's timing is better than anyone else. Most ridiculous things I've ever seen with that double opener. Every single time, Koi has a response.
It wasn't even a scope as well. He just crouched and hoped for the best. And it certainly worked out the first time, not so much the second. Super passive. Zagetsu moving out through water, trying to catch a late flank on these players. Let's see the side hold. Xiao's good somehow for two. Eventually taken down, and they know where Zipan is. Again, taking him down's a different story. And again, they're able to come out on top. Another for Navi, puts them on 13. That's a 2-0 lead in this series with 3 chances.